So welcome to episode what have you of the Very Serious Podcast, the podcast that we are very seriously not serious about, as shown by the fact I'm still wearing the same outfit. I have not changed. I'm here with Baylie again and the beautiful Kendall Jones.
I'm beautiful.
Yeah.
His point is that I'm not.
Oh, yeah, I'm the beautiful one.
Oh
Yeah.
no, you're all right. But have you seen Kendall?
I agree.
And today we're here to talk about why Kendall hates Tarkov.
Oh, no, I don't want to talk about Tarkov.
Why?
Okay.
I mean, it's better than talking about you, but I
Yeah,
feel like you guys are going to talk about that at some point. So,
in a summary, it's just overrated, I think. I don't know. It's not as fun as people say it is.
well, I think that's fair, but I also don't think the point of the game is to have fun.
That's the point of video games, though.
No,
I will
that's-
not play a video game that I don't have fun playing.
I think that's fair to not like
Are you a
game.
masochist, dude? That's
Yes.
crazy.
Well, so like for years I would play Rainbow Six Siege only until I got so mad at it and I would need to like play something to calm down. And my games I would play to calm down were any Dark Souls game.
No, dude, Dark Souls to calm down?
Yeah. That was like my,
What's your blood pressure, dude? That's
fucking way too high. That was like my
Bro,
like go-to
Minecraft. That's the calm down game.
That was like my go-to calm down game was Dark Souls. I would Dark Souls 3 specifically. I played that game so many times it became easy.
That's like being like it's like nighttime. And you're like, yeah, I'm gonna wind down, drink, get a shot of espresso.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I would play and then it got to a point where like I quit playing Rainbow Six with like a lot of my friends because I got on a different work schedule than them. But I only enjoyed playing ranked. So I would just solo queue ranked by myself, which if anyone's never done that before, it's not fun.
Yeah, no.
It's mostly just like getting yelled at by other people and losing because of them.
Yeah. Also, depending on the game, there's so many cheaters too. Like,
Yeah.
it's hard to find a game that doesn't have cheaters.
Yeah, I was on PlayStation at the time, and like Rainbow Six is one of the few like console shooters that doesn't have aim assist. And so
Yeah.
like every like other game you're playing against someone on mouse and keyboard.
Yeah,
and
Rainbow
it's
Six is competitive as fuck.
Yeah, and it's basically if you're on mouse and keyboard on console, you're literally cheating.
Yeah.
Like that's a dick move.
I don't know how people play like first person shooters with a controller. I have to have. I play CS:GO a lot.
I grew up playing with a controller, so learning how to do mouse and
Me too.
keyboard has been a massive like
I didn't have like
change.
My family had a family computer in like the office or whatever. Yeah, but I never played like my first computer game until I was like 15.
Yeah.
And we had an Xbox the first like original Xbox. We had that growing up. And so everything was console growing up.
Did you play the first Halo?
Of course I did.
Hell
I
yeah.
had an Xbox. I think it came with the Xbox.
Yeah, the first Halo was the first ever like modern video game I got.
Oh my God.
I remember I was like 9 years old and my parents got an Xbox for Christmas and it came with we got Jet Set Radio Future and some racing game that like came with it.
Yeah.
And Jet Set Radio Future is fucking rad as shit. Then Halo and Splinter Cell.
Nice. Splinter Cell's good. My main games that I rotated through all the time as a kid was Call of Duty freaking 2. I think it was called Big Red 1.
Yeah.
Played the shit out of that to where like the CD eventually just stopped working because of how much I was just playing it, you know? Some Crash Bandicoot game.
Dude, I played the shit out of the Crash games.
Dude, for real. And then Star Wars Battlefront. And then finally Halo, I think was like those like my go-to games.
I honestly think Battlefront 2, like the original Battlefront 2
Yeah.
was the best one because you got to do the space battles.
I thought it was better, but my parents didn't buy it for me, and so I was just stuck with
That
everyone was
sucks.
playing Battlefront 2, and I'm like, guys, can we play Battlefront 1? And they're like, Battlefront 1, Battlefront 2 is better. And I'm like, okay.
That's what it's like.
But it's all I have.
I think that's why I didn't like why
lower
I
middle
never got
class.
super hard onto the Call of Duty like bandwagon is because I couldn't afford to gain a new Call of Duty every year.
Yeah.
And so my friends were like, "Hey, play Call of Duty," and I'm like, "The one that came out 2 years ago," and they're like, "No."
That's another one. The one that I said, Call of Duty 2, Big Red 1. I played the shit out of that because like we didn't have any other games, but then people started playing the Modern Warfares and stuff. But I never got onto the bandwagon.
I was a Battlefield nerd.
I never played Battlefield, but because I had an Xbox, isn't that PlayStation only?
Well, so Bad Company came out on the 360.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
I don't know.
Yeah, so I got that one. That was my first like Bad Company was the first game I ever had that I got to play online. And so that's where I got like into like
Yeah, my first like multiplayer
Competitive
online
shooters.
was Modern Warfare 2. I was there was so much aim assist, but I thought I was so good.
yeah.
I would be like no scoping people so much, and I'd be like, "Damn, I'm amazing at this." And then and then like years later, I'd start playing on PC, and I'd be like, "I suck, dude."
Yeah, it's bad. That's how I was going from like Call of Duty to Rainbow Six, because Rainbow Six doesn't have an aim assist, and like I didn't realize that console games had aim assist.
Yeah.
Until I started playing, I was like, why can't I fucking aim? And my friends were like, it's because the thing's not helping. You gotta learn what you're doing.
It wasn't until I started playing CS:GO that I realized that I have been getting help this whole time.
I learned the dumbest way to compensate for aim assist on console for some of the guns in Rainbow Six, and it was to not compensate and to just learn the arcs and do like.
Oh yeah.
So like the SMG 11 has like a crazy high fire rate. And also has like completely vertical recoil. So I would just aim it sideways and just turn, and it like I can't even
Nice.
like it was like an arcing like parabola.
Well, yeah, that's a part of many games, competitive games nowadays, like shooter games. Like
Yeah.
I keep talking about CS:GO, but it's all I know.
Well, CS:GO
but
is like
you-
the
you-
top like competitive shooter, I would argue.
It was at one point. It's kind of getting lower now. It's being replaced by like Valorant and stuff.
Yeah, I think Valorant and Rainbow Six are the only ones with like as competitive gunplay.
Well, and also a huge part of the game.
Bailey's like, I have no fucking idea what you
Yeah,
nerds are talking
I
about.
kind of feel bad that we're just nerding out, but like,
Hey Bailey, what was your first online shooter?
The very few games that I've ever played are extremely random. I only played like Left 4 Dead,
oh, nice.
and then like the first and the second one,
Yeah,
and
those are
then
good.
my ex-boyfriend got me to play League of Legends at one point, and
Oh.
then Hearthstone, and that's pretty much it.
Oh,
And then
Hearthstone is good.
I think
Yeah.
League of Legends is overrated too. That's like Tarkov. It's not fun.
I think League of Legends
Annoying.
is one of the only League of Legends and CS:GO are two of the only communities that are like more toxic than the Rainbow Six community.
yeah, y'all were talking about like stressful games, and I just thought of League of Legends because I was like,
Yeah.
everyone there is a fucking asshole, and
Yeah, because
like,
you can't be a new player. Yeah, it's the barrier to entry is so high with that game because
Yeah.
you just first off it's a confusing as fuck game to begin with if you didn't grow up playing that kind of shit, and then so like you can't learn because then everyone's like fucking uninstall this game if you don't know how to play it.
You like mess one thing up and immediately there's like the entire chat is just people telling you why you should kill yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, I
how
used to
many
have to,
times they
like-
fucked your mom.
I was a baby and I had to like turn off the chat every now and then because I'm like, I don't want to finish this game anymore.
Yeah.
I like to do real wild shit in Rainbow Six because the community was real toxic anyways. So like one one of the operators is called Smoke, and he throws toxic gas. And he's British, but I would like I'd play with like a group of like 3 or 4 people. So usually we'd have a full team, but if we didn't, the one rando that could hear our chats,
Yeah.
I would just start saying like really sketch shit. I'd be like, all right, guys, I'm picking Smoke. Time to get into character. My friends would be like, fuck, don't do this, Steven. And I'd be like, look, I'm not saying we should kill them all. I'm just asking, why do they own all the banks?
Yeah. May as well just embrace it when it's so fucking. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah, that's what I think is funny when I hear people complain about like really toxic communities and video games. Like, I get it because they suck, but also like sometimes you just have to embrace it and be like, all right, I guess I'm just gonna be a fuckhead.
You're playing.
Yeah.
What you're
Like, well, fine, y'all are gonna definitely lose now.
yeah. You're playing with a toy. It's an electronic toy.
Yeah,
It's in like you might disagree with this, but you have to have fun. The whole object of the game is to have fun.
well, yeah, I just think people like experience fun in different ways.
Being a shitty person.
Well, I don't think that's necessarily fun if you're just doing it pointlessly.
Yeah.
But like,
I think those people are just bored.
Yeah. But for example, one time I was in a ranked match and my team just halfway through decided to start team killing me because I was the rando. So solo queuing, and I lost us the ranked match on purpose. I took the diffuser and picked the chick with the fucking.
Honestly, you were
grappling hook.
justified in that case.
Yeah,
though.
and fucking shot myself into the objective, and then just sat there teabagging until they killed me. So the other team had the diffuser.
Yeah,
and then on defense, I just blew out all the walls and destroyed all their gadgets, so that like we couldn't fucking do anything.
You just gave them a taste of their own medicine. They were griefing you, so you got to grief them back.
Yeah, and like. I don't know I don't know how they thought it was fun to kill some random person trying to have fun, but man, did I have fun ruining their fucking rank score.
Yeah,
I'm happy for you, Steve.
Those assholes.
I also played The Sims. That was really nice.
My wife loves The Sims, but she had that. We all kind of have that like experience where it's like we played something as a kid and then like we remember it as adults and we're like, I want to do that again, and then you try it and you're like, this is nothing like what I remember.
Oh, that's why you play it. That's why you play it like once every like 6 months, and then
even like just start like so. My wife loved The Sims growing up. It's like the only game she ever played ever. And then Sims, I think it was like Sims 2 or something, and then we saw it was on Steam, so I got it for her. And she played it for like a week, and she was like, you know what? I hate that. Like,
you have to get expansions.
I got
time to live in.
Well, also, I think she played it back when like some of the expansions were like built in, and there's some things you can't do in the game that you used to be able to do. Like, I don't know. The game is just either it's different or her experience of it is different.
No, it's always really different from game to game. Like the second one. I don't know. On like the fourth one, they didn't have toddlers for a really, really long time, even though on the second and the third one, they had toddlers already. And so it's like, why are we backtracking? And then whenever they did have toddlers, they were very glitchy and they would look absolutely
you mean
nothing.
Like toddlers in real life?
Huh?
Yeah, toddlers in real life.
Yeah.
They're like so glitchy.
The AI on toddlers IRL is fucking awful.
Yeah, have you ever just like watched one just walk around and it's fucking
I'm
weird.
You always hope they patch it out, but they rarely do.
Yeah, I don't like. One time I just saw one just like walking into a wall and just keep walking, like it was nothing.
Man, the toddlers of today really are gonna be some weird, wacky ass kids.
Yeah, I feel like every generation says that. Though.
I mean, I don't know.
They're gonna be fun though.
But they've been right every time so far. So.
Yeah, but I've seen a lot of pictures of middle schoolers and high schoolers T-posing to bully people. And so I think the AI is really peaking at being bugged out.
No, that's yeah. They're just like
when your bully
sprite.
is just T-posing you. That's
Dude,
some buggy
some
fucking
real
AI.
fucking Zoomer humor though. I fucking love my wife is 1 year older than me, but
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay.
And I'm right on the cusp of millennial and Gen Z.
Yeah.
Like depending on who you ask and depending on what fucking source you Google, 1995, which is the year I was born, is like either the start of millennial or the the end of millennials or the start of Gen Z. And so I get to choose. You know, I have the best of both worlds.
Where's Zillennials?
Or the
Zillennial. Are you the same?
Yes, I'm a 97 baby. So we're in that weird year. It's like 3 years.
Yeah, I think I've seen 97 is also one of the years that it says.
Well,
but I get to fit in with both. That's why I'm on TikTok. I fit in with Gen Z and I get their humor.
Yeah, 93 to 96. Yeah, because I fucking laugh my ass off to Zoomer humor, and my wife just sits there like, this isn't funny.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I like a lot of Zoomer humor, but I think that's just because of the flagrant drug use.
Yeah. Like the kids are fucking funny, man. Like some videos I see and I'm like, how did that kid think of that joke? That's hilarious.
I know. I'm like, damn it. Why can't I think of anything like that?
I know. I feel so boring. Like the millennial in me feels boring, but then the fucking Zoomer in me feels like I get it. And it's like, why can't I be good at both?
Yeah. And dark humor is like Gen Z's favorite, and so I feel like I can really dive into that.
Absolutely. I get scared of using my dark humor because sometimes my dark humor gets too dark.
Yeah.
And
Mine's like
You
too
just gotta know
fresh,
your
and I'm
audience,
still
man.
joking about it anyway.
Yeah.
I had to ask my sister permission if it was okay to make a joke on TikTok about my dead dad.
you don't ever have
Sorry
to
for
ask for
laughing at
permission to
that.
make fun of dead
It's
people.
fine. I mean, I was the one that
Sorry
made the
for
joke.
laughing at your dead dad.
She's like, Aiden, our brother, might be bad, but I think it's funny.
I remember
Yeah.
when I was in the Marine Corps, we had to get our passports done so we could leave the country. And one of the squad leaders was like, had all the new guys, all the boots in a group, and there's like 30 of us. And he was talking to us. He's like, all right, I need all of you to go get your birth certificates if you don't already have them. So like, if you don't have your birth certificate on island, I need you to call your parents. I'm not going to say his name, but he turned to a guy who was in his squad. Because he was one of the boots that like he actually knew, and he went, who had raised his hand, say he didn't have his passport. He went, hey, you, such and such, call your mom and dad right now, get your passport. And he looked at him with just deadpan, went, my parents are dead.
Oh my
and
God.
all 30 of us just fucking burst out laughing as the
Yeah.
squad leader was like, and then he got mad. He was like, why are you guys laughing? We're like, because his parents are dead. And he's like, you guys are fucking monsters.
Yeah, I mean that's just Marine Corps humor though. It is dark humor, but Marines are like fucking.
It was just perfect. Just like who here doesn't have their birth certificate?
Who here
call
doesn't
your-
have their parents?
Yeah, call your
alive?
mom and dad. You call your mom and dad right now. My mom and dad are dead.
Never mind. Except
All right,
for you. You are
Batman.
exempt.
Fucking figure it out.
I'm sorry.
Call your fucking aunt. I don't know.
Well,
My whole family was murdered.
did you not hear it about it on the news?
Jesus Christ.
To call the president.
I don't know. Who's in charge of you?
Get Obama on the phone. I
No
need
one.
your
That's
birth
why I joined the
certificate.
military.
Yeah, that's true. Were you fucking homeless? What the fuck? Who owns you?
What's funny is I was homeless when I joined.
Yeah, me too, dude.
No one owned me. I was just a stray. I wandered in.
You're like,
Yeah,
I
just
needed
a
somewhere to
dog.
go, and y'all were like recruiting people. So
Fucking mangy coyote, just fucking.
What's funny is I used to always make the joke that like infantry guys probably were closer in relation to dogs than humans, because like
Yeah.
I would look at us in the field and none of us would shower because you can't. There's no showers
not
in the
in the
fucking
field.
desert.
Unless you brought wipes, you know.
Yeah, but like.
horse bath.
But like we would all just like lay in piles because you get used to cuddling with all the other dudes because it's
Yeah.
cold, and so like
You all smell the same.
yeah, and you all smell the same, so you're all covered in like your own like urine and sweat, and
Ew.
probably feces and semen,
And you not
then
pull
you're-
down your pants in the desert?
and then you're laying down on
There's a lot that you have to wear.
yeah, and then
Really?
you're
Gotcha. I
laying
wouldn't know,
down
sorry.
and like a pile of like 6 dudes who are also all covered in their own fluids, which means you're probably covered in fluids of a bunch of different dudes.
Yeah.
And so yeah, basically it was a lot like being a porn star, like a female porn star.
Hit the crickets, damn. That's too much.
Oh wait, no, that's not the crickets. I had him Bob Ross.
Oh, it's just like it's a lot like being a porn
You
star.
need
There's only happy
boo.
accidents.
Here, we'll add the sound. Okay, boo
Yeah.
with him.
No, that's good enough.
I think we need more real life supervillains. Like we already have some, but they all suck.
Like who?
Like Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos, but they're both fucking nerds. It's kind
Yeah,
of
No
they're
one takes
definitely-
him seriously.
Definitely Jeff Bezos, but I mean, Bill Gates is he just seems like some old fucking.
I don't
weirdo.
trust Microsoft, and I don't trust anyone with that much money. I think they're both definitely supervillains.
Yeah,
I just wish we had supervillains that scared me.
but I mean, like, are you just saying that like anyone with that much money is a supervillain?
No, just those specific two. I look at them and I'm like, you guys definitely have an evil layer we don't know
Definitely,
about.
Jeff Bezos gives me a fucking Dr. Evil vibe, but the fucking other guy.
Well, Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
Did you
just-
ever
The
hear?
other guy.
Yeah,
Did you ever
I
hear
forget
Bill
his-
Gates?
He just seems like a
Did you,
weirdo.
ever see his solution to stopping global warming?
Wasn't it something like
He wanted to shoot a giant dust cloud in between Earth and the sun to block out all of the sunlight from coming to Earth.
So people
that's some supervillain shit, guys.
That would like kill
you just
people,
throw
wouldn't it?
out
We would
an
like
idea
suffocate.
Like that? Wouldn't if you were legitly? Did I say that? If you were legitimately just fucking.
That was legitness.
That was legitness.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Yeah, I know. It made me think about it. It just seems like the whole shooting a cloud of fucking dust in the sky just seems like that's an idea. You know, I don't think he was serious about it.
No, it's
right?
an idea he actually put forward until a bunch of people said like, "Hey, that's a terrible idea."
Really?
It's like this better be a joke, and if it is, like, quit. Like,
Bro, if I had that much money, I'd be doing whatever I can think of.
I mean, yeah, you could argue that like it's not like out of evil intent. He's just has too much money and he can come up with dumb ideas like that and then try to put them in place. But I think being accidentally a supervillain still makes you a supervillain.
Yeah, but a supervillain like has to have motive. You know, like they were wronged at some point. This guy's got everything.
I don't know. I feel like real supervillains can be accidentally supervillains. Like Joseph Stalin, that guy was definitely a supervillain. And
Yeah.
I feel like he probably
Maybe
did it on
his
purpose.
fashion sense was evil, but
Hitler definitely was a supervillain on purpose too. Like I feel like that both those two, they
but
probably
he was
knew what they were doing.
wronged. You know, I have this theory.
Yeah, they didn't like his paintings.
Wait, I want to hear his
made fun
theory.
of this guy's paintings, and now instead of just killing the bees, he's going to kill all the Jews too.
I have a legitimate, real theory that I believe in about why Hitler did what he did. In
Let's
the
hear it.
future, Jews are going to invent time travel, right? So that they can go back in time and try to kill Hitler. They do that. But then they don't realize like the paradoxes about time travel and stuff like that, and they realize they can't change the past. And so what they do is they try to kill little like child Hitler, but they don't succeed and they fail, and this traumatizes Hitler so bad that he's like, why the fuck are these Jews trying to kill me? And then so he grows up wanting to kill all the fucking Jews because they go back in time to try to kill him. I'm not saying
so
they
no
did it
matter what,
themselves, but it's
Hitler
just a
would end up
repeating
wanting to
cycle
kill the
of
Jews.
violence.
Look, honestly, how else can you justify what he did?
I mean, yeah, I think that makes sense. Time traveling Jews does seem like
Jews tried to kill Hitler and failed, and he's like confused because he's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
And look where it got us. Now Monsanto is putting chemicals in the water that are turning the fucking frogs gay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
there's a lot of suicide jokes.
Especially like because so I just got out like recently, like 2 or 3 years ago, and so during my 4 years there was like no one. The most deaths one of the years more Marines died of suicide than of like combat at all.
Actually, that happened a lot of times when I was in. That was like the fucked up thing is that's kind of a normal thing.
Yeah, it's
now.
common nowadays. It's now that we're not like in like fucking Fallujah, but anyway, so like so many people I know are dead now because they killed themselves, and I fucking love joking about suicide, bro.
Well,
and they did while they were alive, and then unironically they. But anyway,
well, it's like it is a coping mechanism. Like it seems really fucked up, but literally every single time one of my friends kills themselves, I write a joke about it.
Yeah,
and it's because
it's what they would want.
Yeah, that's why when I saw the new Dave Chappelle special,
about Daphne,
yeah, that part like when he like made the joke about
hits,
how she like killed herself, that shit like hurt my feelings
that,
because I know how much that hurts to tell a joke like that.
Dude, people don't even talk about that part enough. Like like someone, I was talking to someone the other day and they were like, oh yeah, I don't get like the controversy behind it. And I was like, did you watch it? And he's like, yeah, I watched like the first half. I'm like, the second half was the controversial part.
Yeah.
Like you gotta.
And when you watch the second half, you're like, this should not be controversial.
No, everything he said was just.
Yeah, that part made me kind of start to tear up, and then at the end when it had like the like for Norm, like
oh dude,
my girlfriend looked at me and I looked like I was about to start crying.
Dude, I actually the day that Norm died, I was actually like, I couldn't do anything. I was Because he's my number one.
Yeah, I generally don't care about celebrity deaths, but that dude is my fucking hero. That shit actually hurt me.
He's my number one. And my wife came to me later that day and she's like, I'm sorry your favorite person died.
No, it's weird having y'all all on Facebook now because like whenever that happened, it was just every single one of y'all were just crushed.
Yeah.
And like, I was like, who is this guy?
Dude. Like a week after he died, I forget who went on stage and they were like, is anyone else happy that Norm Macdonald died? Because now we get to watch all these like awesome clips. And part of me was like, don't make me laugh at this.
I want to think it was like Lucas or something.
Yeah. I forget who it was, but I just remember how it made me feel. And I was like, fuck you for making me laugh.
I don't even remember, but yeah, I remember that joke because I remember laughing, but also being like, "Fuck you!" I watched those clips before he died.
I know, dude. That's what like, and it was so weird to me too because I get on like a Norm Macdonald kick like every once in a while, and I just was for a month or two. I was like watching, and I was really studying him, and I was writing jokes like in his style, and then he fucking died, and I was like, "What the fuck, bro?" I was just, man. I wish that like the people that I look up to the most like live long enough so that I can meet them.
Yeah, exactly. He's an asshole for dying before I got the chance to meet him.
Fuck that guy, dude. I don't want Bill Murray to die anytime soon, but he's getting there, man. He's old, dude. Yeah,
the only other celebrity death in my entire life that I think ever actually like had an emotional impact on me was Steve Irwin. When Steve Irwin died, that shit made me sad.
I used to watch Animal Planet all the time and his show and stuff, but I don't think it hit me as much as it should have. I was just like, yeah, that kind of sucks. But.
I loved Steve Irwin,
yeah.
But I also loved animals, and I loved watching like Animal Planet and Discovery and all that shit.
Yeah,
I think about Robin Williams a lot.
Yeah, I remember where I was when I saw that, when I found out that he'd fucking killed himself.
Yeah, like, because he was in, like, a lot of kid movies, like Flubber and things like that.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Everything, all the movies that we grew up watching, he was in fucking, like, 60% of them.
There's this hilariously fucked up bit by Robin Williams' best friend. It's actually a documentary called It Started as a Joke, which if you haven't seen it, I have the DVD for it, and it's amazing.
It's the guy that he was on Friends with, right?
I don't know, but, like... So the documentary is about Eugene Merman, the guy that does the voice of Gene in Bob's Burgers. Him and his friends, who a lot of them were also on Bob's Burgers, they started a like fake comedy festival as a joke, and it became like one of the biggest comedy festivals in the country. And they kept it going for like 10 years. And so they talk about it, and they show like clips of it and talk about like why they stopped doing it and everything. And it's a really like emotionally touching documentary, but there's one part where Robin Williams' best friend goes up and he's like, so he didn't actually kill himself because he was depressed. He apparently he had like some type of degenerative nerve thing going on that led to it. And he's like, but people used to ask me all the time, you know, you were Robin's best friend. Did you guys ever talk about suicide? And I'd be like, we're comedians. Sometimes we talk about something else.
Yeah. That's good.
He had another bit where he's like, I remember I used to sit there and watch him play video games. Like he'd play Call of Duty. And one time I was like, who are you playing with? He was like, mostly kids. And I was just thinking, man, that's got to be weird to be those kids. Like, imagine coming home and being like, hey, Timmy, are you having fun with your game? I think the genie from Aladdin just called me a faggot.
It's like, hey, hoo, ha, hey.
God, that would be so weird to get cussed out by Robin Williams on Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That or like...
I would just think it's a soundboard, you know?
I would too. That or like, apparently Snoop Dogg plays Call of Duty.
Oh, yeah, he streams... He's actually really fucking fun to watch. I don't think he's actually streamed recently. I think he like stopped for a little bit, but
he probably got too high and forgot what Twitch was.
Dude, one time he got so high that he left his stream on for 24 hours. Like he literally just walked away and like did what, and it was just a live stream of this empty room at Snoop Dogg's house for 24 hours. And if you go through the chat log, it's hilarious. The type of shit that people were talking about for this whole day. It's just like,
And he just comes back over, right? And he's like, oh shit, the camera's on.
Literally the next day, he's like, all right, I'm about to start streaming. And he's like, oh shit, it's already on. And people are already waiting for him.
Just an accidental 24-hour stream.
It was hilarious. I wasn't like there for it, but I saw the video of like highlights, you know, someone made a highlight reel of like all the chat and stuff like that. And there's even a couple times throughout that time where like you could hear like talking in the background and stuff, but it's kind of unintelligible, but it's literally just Snoop Dogg's empty room.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Did you guys
world we live in, bro?
I know. It's like, this is the shit that like we all get excited about. It's like, oh my god, Snoop Dogg left it on for 24 hours.
And also, every time I see Snoop Dogg like in a commercial or something like that, I'm like, didn't that guy kill someone? He went to prison for murder, dude. That's crazy.
I like watching like the small time streamers do dumb shit. Like one of the guys that I watch, like he makes like YouTube videos, and a bunch of his friends are streamers. And like he kind of got big playing Tarkov.
God damn it!
Yeah. No, if you hear him start talking about
into the Tarkov.
no, we're at time, so we're about to have to cut it off anyways. But
oh, really?
Yeah,
that's short.
Yeah.
How long?
Usually we aim for like 30 minutes, but we try to shoot over so the editor can cut anything that needs to be cut.
Oh, damn. Okay.
But yeah, so he this guy had a video where he just got clips of him playing with his friends that were like big streamers while they were streaming, and he kept accidentally team killing them, trying to make them like rage out.
Nice.
And watching that like brought me great joy.
That's pretty good.
Because getting killed in that game is just so fucking frustrating that watching other people do it and then just be like, oh, I'm sorry, man, that was completely on accident. It's funny.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you just reminded me of Rage Quit. Like, did you y'all know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah,
like,
it was made
something
by Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
The guys that did Red versus Blue, they had a series called Rage Quit where the guy would like play video games and get mad really easy.
Just oh my fucking god! And then he's like, I'm done.
The best one was have you ever seen the Surgeon Simulator on Steam?
Yeah, I've seen that.
So they had that, but instead of giving him full control, he could only control the movement of the hand, and he had someone else control the fingers.
Yeah.
And so it's just him screaming at his friend.
Yeah, I saw that.
So like they did it for like the first level, and it got really popular. So then they made him beat the entire game with the guy, and like he was getting so fucking pissed at the end.
Holy
Those
shit.
are my favorite.
Dude's
for
gonna
sure.
have a heart attack.
No, he's like just screaming, and then the other guy, he has like this British accent, and he's just giggling the whole time, and he's like, I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, he's just fucking with him.
There's one where he plays Dark Souls 2.
He's like, not the fucking scissors.
There's one where he plays Dark Souls 2, and having played the game before, I like see that he like goes down the complete wrong path to like the like way late game shit. And then he just starts getting fucking smashed by people. And he's like, how the fuck does anyone beat this fucking game? That or my favorite was during the Surgeon Simulator one. God damn, this mic comes out fucked up.
I've been laughing at it the whole time. There's gonna get like random laughs all throughout this video.
The Surgeon Simulator one,
a
they were doing a heart transplant. And the heart apparently like got accidentally knocked out of the box when they weren't paying attention. And so he's like, all right, so now we just grab the new heart and where's the fucking heart?
Because it was like a magic trick. Like you're like, all right, the heart's there, and as soon as the hand goes up, bam, no heart.
That, or like they were doing a kidney transplant, and it's like the like back of an ambulance that's like going back and forth, and he accidentally drops the organ like out the back of the fucking ambulance. The guy's like, God fucking damn it!
Dang, my cheeks are hurting from laughing.
Dude,
you need to watch these. Like as soon as you get home, you need to watch all of these.
I love the Surgeon Simulator. That's probably one. I want to get the Power Wash Simulator. It's the complete opposite. It looks like the most relaxing thing ever.
That should be another like calm down game. Like
yeah, it's the opposite of like Dark Souls as a calm down.
You need to try that shit instead of Dark Souls.
That looks like a good place to end. Is I need to relax.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a callback to the very beginning.
Yeah, nailed it.
Yeah.
Bye. Love you.